Welcome to a PFA battle, as we are in week I think 7, and we're up against Shiny. So right off the bat, you can see there are some threats. There's Haxorus, Zeraora, Crocodile, Klekfi, and Koffing, as you can see. So that's actual Koffing. So and there's also Kabutops right there. So. Now, he also had other threats like, I believe, Megadancy, Ludicolo. Obviously, some elements of rain right there, if you think about it, or manual rain with the Klefki and the Kabutops, Ludicolo. So yeah. There's also Cresselia, but I was sort of debating whether or not he was, like, I don't know whether he was gonna bring it or not. So, yeah. So I brought more of a standardish team in a sense. And I think my opponent just, well, you see. Kind of funny to see Koffing for once, but, you know. Let's just do it already into it. So, I go to Maria. Oh, by the way, we, traded, my Jellicent and, Infernape for Talonflame and, Milotic. Yeah, I know. I wanted to try out Ape, but then, like, I guess, it just conflicted a lot with some members of my team. In terms of roles. And I noticed that a lot. So when team building, so I was like, you know, I wanted something more bulkier, more sturdier, and I guess Milotic just fits the bill. So yeah. So anyways, we're up against this Koffing. Real easy. So fun fact, I believe Easy was one of the people that won PFA with a Koffing. So yeah. However, here I'm just gonna switch out because obviously I didn't want to get poisoned here. So, and he goes for Attract, and it's kind of, and as you can see, this is gonna be funny. And I'm like, oh crap! I already have to play like a little bit of a back and forth right now. So I go for my Toxic Spikes as he goes for his Toxic Spike. Here I'm gonna be forced to go to Zapdos, and he goes for Rocks, and I'm like, okay, so I gotta go for a Defog now. So. I can't allow these things to be up. Here I'm gonna go back to like Empress as he goes to Koffing. I'm like, all right, he's gonna sit in like Koffing, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go plus T Spike. At least now I can like I want to switch out now so that way like he doesn't like play around with like anything so with Attract. So here I decided to go to Mew, and yeah, the game's over. As you'll see. I'm just gonna go for Calm Minds, and he's gonna go for the Rain, but as you can see, he doesn't have Toxic, so I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go set up hard for this. So he goes for Kabutops, gets poisoned. I'm gonna go for another Calm Mind, so I'm technically +4. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Reveal the tech. As he goes for a Z move. I thought he was gonna have like Liquidation or Z Liquidation or something, but it turns out to be Continental Crush. That could have actually been really problematic, and there was nothing I could do in terms of that. So had he been like a water-based Z move, he kind of probably could have beaten me right there, or just killed the Mew. But yeah, at this point with Giga Drain, I'm just gonna be able to recover a lot of HP back, and it's gonna be pretty over pretty soon. So here he actually predicts the Zapdos, but I do have a Cold Berry, so I'm just gonna be going for Giga Drain since he had like mons like Crocodile, Kabutops, and what do you call it, Megadancy. I was like, you know what, I would just go play with this. And with the T Spikes up, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get chip damage every turn. So at this point, Mew has done its job. Just getting rid of the Crocodile, weakening everything else. So he goes into Zeraora. So I'm like, alright, so wonder what this thing could do. So I'm just gonna go for Roost here, and I'm just gonna go for Psyshock, just to like try to just pick him off. So yeah, and then you see Haxorus. Now he actually brought a Nerve, which since I always bring berries, so fun fact, Nidokings does have a berry. So yeah, at this point, Honestly, Haxorus is the only threat really for this team that I was kind of concerned with. But then again, between Zeraora and Lopunny, I think that's gonna be like I could have handled it very easily. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for the side shocks, and at this point, it's pretty much game because Mew is just gonna go in. Like he doesn't have toxic, and I knew that. Like the thing about Klekfi is that it really depends on the moveset. Like if you want, it depends on whether this thing's like screens based or like status based. And usually you want to have something like either Dazzling Gleam, Foul Play, at least one attack. Obviously T-Spikes, or not T-Spikes, but regular spikes, either screens or something like Thunder Wave or Toxic. If he was for some reason Magic, what do you call it? Not Magic Guard, but what's that other one? Magnetize. He probably could have like that. Also like kind of limits him in a way. So yeah. So basically, I kind of went on the basis that like Klekfi wasn't gonna have the moveset. So, and at this point, yeah, I'm kind of like dicking it around here. So, and at this point, I'm just gonna go into Empress. So you already know what the result is. So, anyways, like so essentially, like I basically just knew that like if I had like if I figured out the Klekfi set, it's just the game just comes down to that. So how I approach it, I could just approach it offensively, or all this defensive stuff where I could just have like Scizor and Lopunny just clean once like everything is weakened. So I was very concerned with the Haxorus and Zeraora, but of course Mew just did his thing. So yeah, that is my dog. So barking. So anyways, I intend to guest and whatnot. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later since I gotta do this first. So I'm taking my dog for a walk, and yeah. Anyways, right now I think next week we'll be battling Click or the owner of the league. So it's gonna be a fun one. So we'll see you guys next time. See ya.